Oh, hi there fellow Namekians, and welcome back to my channel today. Thank you so very much for instant transitioning to my video today. So before we get into today's actual video, which based on the title, you know what we're talking about, I ended up getting some mail in, so I figured we could open packages together because I know what one of these are, but I have no idea what the other one is. So let's start off with this package because I don't know what it is. Don't remember what I have ordered. So let's see. Figure it out together. Oh, it's a very late gift for a friend in the mail. So I'm not going to show this on camera because they watch my videos. Just a very late Christmas gift. But I do know what is in this package. I'm excited to show you guys. So, open this up. I'm so excited. This is exciting. Let's take this off real quick. What I got in the mail is this adorable t-shirt. Don't know if look how cute this shirt is. Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember, I've talked about them quite a bit on my videos. I have a friend who owns a small business. Their name used to be Geek the Halls. It is where I got this adorable Ita bag from, this one specifically, and they have rebranded to Galley Cat Studios, and they just opened their shop back up, so I knew I had to get one of their t-shirts, and this is adorable. This is their logo, like their little picture logo, and it is adorable, and I am so excited to wear this. This is going to be so cute, and it's just so me. I'm so excited. Thank you to my friend at Galley Cat Studios. You have some amazing stuff, and I'm so excited for your rebrand, and I will be sure to link them down below in the box so you guys can check them out because they sell some amazing stuff, from these cute t-shirts. They have a couple different t-shirt designs, different colored Ita bags, keychains, stickers, necklaces, so much different really cool nerdy things, so you guys should check them out. And they also have a Patreon where they just started doing a sticker club and a pin club, and I joined the pin club. I'm super excited. Okay, so let's get into actually today's video, which is today we're going to talk about books. I used to read so much when I was in high school. Like, I'm talking about like so many different books a week. I remember reading the Mortal Instruments series books in just a 1 week period because I obsessively read them one year when I was at the beach when I was in high school. But I love to read, or I used to love to read. I really don't do it that much anymore, which is kind of sad. So I wanted to get back into reading this year. So on top of, if you watched my resolution videos where I said I wanted to do more picnics, I figured picnics outside while I read a book would be perfect, and so I want to read this year. So I figured I could talk to you guys a little bit about the books I want to read this year. I have gone to my local used bookstore once or twice in the past like month just to try and get myself a good handful of books, and I have found some, including some books I've already owned. So let me just get on with it, okay? Okay, so my all-time favorite book in general is The Hobbit. I love The Hobbit. It is my favorite book. Can't say that enough, but I want to reread it this year, which last year I started rereading it, got halfway through, didn't finish rereading it, so I want to reread The Hobbit so I can read Lord of the Rings. I never finished reading Lord of the Rings. I started reading it when I was in high school. I got almost done with the Fellowship of the Ring. I still have the bookmark from where I read it, and I'm dedicated to being able to finish the Lord of the Rings books this year. This is a huge one. It has all 3 books in it, and I'm excited to finally read this and actually get through it. I am going to make that happen this year. So there are 2 of the books I want to read. So next, if you guys didn't know, I absolutely love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I've been going through a rewatch of it, so I found some Buffy the Vampire Slayer books. I have already started reading this one. I am halfway through it. Yay me. It is just a tale of different slayers, so a bunch of different mini short stories of all the different slayers before Buffy. And it's very good so far. The short story I'm reading about is about a slayer that lives in France, that lives in the Palace of Versailles, which is pretty cool. The next book is just volume 2 of The Tale of the Slayers from Buffy the Vampire Slayer as well. I believe There are 4 volumes of this overall, and I was able to find the first 2, so I might have to get the other 2 on Amazon if I enjoy them enough. Continuing on with the Buffy obsession, I finally found the Spike comics. This is technically a comic, not like a novel, but I figured I would throw this in the video because I have never read the Buffy the Vampire Slayer comics, and I have watched the show. This is my 3rd rewatch of it, and I love it. So technically I have never finished Buffy since it goes on for, the show ends at 7 seasons and the comic goes on for 12 seasons. So I've never technically finished Buffy, so I do want to do that. But here's the Spike of the comics, Spike. And if you didn't know, Spike is my favorite character in Buffy. So as I said, I want to read all the comics. I don't own all of them. There are so freaking many, but here are some that I own. I might end up having to read them online if I can find them, because trying to find every single comic is really difficult for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Back in 2019, I got extremely into D&D. I finally played my first ever D&D session. I enjoyed it. I loved it. And I have decided I should start reading the D&D books, so the Forgotten Realms books. So this one is just a random one I found at the bookstore. It was only $4, so I thought, why not? When I read the synopsis, it seemed interesting because there's the Dark Elf and the Barbarian, and the cover is really pretty. The book's in great condition. I'm a huge fan of hardback books, so I figured time to get into reading the Forgotten Realms series because they seem so interesting, and it's just the kind of stuff I'm into, the kind of fantasy world I'm into. To continue on with the Forgotten Realms series and R.A. Salvatore, this isn't Forgotten Realms, but it is still written by R.A. Salvatore, who wrote a lot of the Forgotten Realms books. It is more D&D books, but it's the Neverwinter series. I found book 1, so I had just started reading it last night. I'm really not that far in, but I'm excited to read this. I don't think it has anything to do with the video game, like the MMO online or anything, which I really like the Neverwinter MMO, but I figured this would be a great interesting read. And then I also have the 2nd book in the series, which I think there is overall 4, so I at least have the first 2 to read, and I am super excited to read these, honestly, because like I said, I don't think it has anything to really do with technically like the Neverwinter MMO, but I enjoyed that, and I love D&D in this kind of fantasy world like I've mentioned already, so I'm really excited to read these. Next up, we have a series I have heard of, but I've obviously never read, and that is the series Dwarfs. So there is multiple books in this series, I believe, but they're supposed to be extremely good books, so I really don't know hardly anything about it, but I'm excited. I picked it up. It was $6. I figured, let's read it. Next up, we have The High Druid of Shannara. Grayson is the one that introduced me to these books. He said his Nana really likes the Shannara Chronicle books, and I love, like, the first character I ever played as in D&D was a druid, so that's really caught my eye when I found it. I'm excited to start reading this one as well, and to getting into these kind of things. Like, I don't know, these kind of books, as you can tell, there's a theme going on, are just my favorite kind to read. Last but not least, the books I have to show you guys for this little what I want to read in 2021 is the Mooncallers series. So I don't know if you guys ever watched the YouTuber Lita Mur. I loved Lita. She was our old school scene queen. We loved her, but she quit YouTube and decided to start doing writing. She had always wanted to be a writer. I'm very excited to start reading these. I can't remember when the first one came out. Let's see. I think she released book 1 and 2 in 2018, 2019, just something along those lines. But anyway, it's a fantasy world about elves and things like that. Right up my alley. That was always what Lita was into, and I officially finally bought these books off Amazon because I've been dying to read them, and I'm super excited to read these. And I'm so excited to support her, and the covers are beautiful, and honestly I think these ones are the ones I'm most excited to read out of all the books I have. Anyway guys, that is the books I am looking forward to reading in 2021. Hopefully. I'm so sad that I just hardly read anymore. In the past like 6 years, I just hardly pick up a book and finish it and read it. So I'm excited to hopefully get back into reading. It was literally my favorite thing when I was in high school and college. So I'm just hoping to dive back down into the fantasy world, and I'm so excited to start reading again. And if you guys are interested, I could possibly do reviews of the books I read. I'm not good with reviews, but I could hopefully like just tell you my opinions on them as I finish them, if that's something you guys are interested in. If not, that's fine. But if you are, just let me know down in the comment section. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you did. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!